you ever felt forgotten once you cross the age of 60? Do you think that as you get older, your attractiveness fades? But is that really true? You've probably heard people say that old age is the time we step back and become less attractive, but the reality is completely different. There's one thing no one talks about. True attraction isn't about appearance, but rather the deep qualities you can cultivate and develop. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 habits that will not only make you more attractive, but unforgettable, without needing to change a thing about your appearance. So, are you ready to discover the secret that makes you silently magnetic, even at 70 to 80? Don't miss out. This video will change the way you see attraction as you grow older. First habit, spread positive energy. I'm sure you've experienced those moments of feeling tired, unmotivated, and sometimes even lonely during long days. Have you ever felt like everything around you becomes heavier, like life is spiraling into a never-ending loop? But did you know that a sincere smile, a warm greeting, or even just a glance filled with care can make such a big difference? When you spread positive energy, it not only helps you feel lighter, but also spreads peace and joy to those around you. A smile from you could be the motivation someone needs to get through a tough day, and a compliment can make them feel more appreciated than ever. This is truly important, especially as age starts to wear us down and sometimes leaves us feeling lonely. But when you start to view things through a positive lens, you'll realize that life still has joy, love, and beauty, and it's right in front of you. And not only do you change others' feelings, but you also change your own. According to research from Harvard University, a positive attitude can actually reduce stress in your body while helping you maintain good cardiovascular health and a strong immune system. Simply put, if you can maintain a positive mood, your body will feel lighter, aches will lessen, and you'll have the strength to face life's challenges. Geriatric doctors also recommend maintaining a happy, optimistic attitude to help you stay healthy not only mentally but physically. You'll find that even though your body may change over time, if you can maintain a joyful heart and a positive spirit, you will always feel full of life and never lost in the later years of life. However, if you don't maintain a positive attitude, it's easy to slip into anxiety, stress, and face serious health issues like heart disease, diabetes, or even depression. These negative emotions become a shadow that never leaves, and the longer they persist, the more they negatively affect your health. I know that sometimes optimism isn't always easy to come by. But did you know? Even small changes in attitude, like taking a few minutes to notice the good things each day or simply saying thank you life, can help shift how you see the world. So, do you regularly try to keep positive energy in your life? Share your tips in the comments, and remember, each of your stories will help others find the strength to live more positively. And you know what? This change won't just make you more attractive, but it will also give you an endless supply of energy to get through the difficult days in life. Just like a bright light, when you spread positivity, you not only light up your own home, but also shine on the world around you. So are you ready to continue exploring other habits that make life more meaningful and beautiful? Let's move forward together, because this journey has so many exciting things waiting for you. There are days when, looking out the window, I notice that many older people feel forgotten in this life. The feeling of loneliness, not being cared for, silently creeping in each morning, makes life seem dull and colorless. But one thing we fail to realize is that in those moments, simple actions like helping others can bring warmth and make us feel valuable. Sometimes, all it takes is a small gesture of concern, a thoughtful question, and you'll see that life is no longer empty. Kindness not only makes those around you feel loved, but it also reflects back into your heart, creating deep connections. The feeling you get when helping someone, whether they're a family member or a stranger, is an act of giving love without expecting anything in return. And that's what enriches us, what compensates for the silent pain many older adults face. Kindness also brings you incredible strength. Research from the University of California shows that when you help others, it doesn't just make them feel better, but also reduces stress, calms the mind, and improves cardiovascular health. In fact, simple charitable acts, whether it's volunteering for community organizations or helping your neighbor, have a positive impact on your own health. It helps reduce anxiety and stress while strengthening your spirit, bringing a sense of peace and optimism. Experts encourage older adults to engage in charitable activities or simply help those in need within their community. It's a great way to maintain social connections, keep an optimistic mindset, and create a harmonious, loving living environment. Sometimes your contributions can inspire others to change their perspective on life, and you'll realize that you're receiving just as much from those actions. However, if you don't show kindness, a quiet loneliness will gradually take over your mind. Failing to connect with others will lead to the feeling of being left behind, and over time, this can contribute to the deterioration of your mental and physical health. That loneliness not only harms your heart, but also affects your ability to combat aging-related illnesses. Similarly, have you ever noticed that when you help others, even if it's just asking how they're doing, you feel a surge of energy? Helping others is a way to heal the wounds in your soul and open your heart. Remember, every charitable act, no matter how small, can create a wave of love that helps you connect with others and brings joy not only to them, but also to you. So, don't hesitate to share. Don't hesitate to give, and don't hesitate to receive the good things life has to offer. Now, let's continue on our journey to discover a habit that 99% of people don't know about: living with purpose. Have you ever felt lost, like each day passes by the same, with nothing new? This feeling often arises when we no longer feel the deep meaning in life, when our goals aren't clear. But did you know that having a purpose in life can transform ordinary days into colorful ones, filled with motivation? Surely in the most difficult moments, when everything seems uncertain, a clear purpose can feel like a beacon lighting your path. A sense of purpose is the fire that keeps you steady each day, helping you feel that you are not just existing, but living for a reason. When you live with purpose, you'll find that life feels more meaningful than ever. Each morning, you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. This not only helps you overcome difficulties, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and joy as you see progress each day. And science has proven that living with purpose truly helps extend life. Studies show that people with a sense of purpose tend to live longer, are less prone to neurological diseases, and notably have stronger mental health. These people don't feel lonely or empty, as they always have a goal to work towards, a reason to keep trying. From this, they maintain clarity and a positive spirit, reducing the risk of depression and stress-related health issues. Experts recommend that finding a purpose in life is incredibly important, especially as you age. A goal could be as simple as learning a new skill, helping out in your community, or just spending quality time with family. This goal not only provides excitement, but is also the key to maintaining both physical and mental health. But without a purpose, you may find that life feels aimless, passing by without meaning. This can easily lead to feelings of discouragement, exhaustion, and lack of will, directly affecting your mental and physical health. This feeling could push you into a state of loneliness, disconnected from the world around you, as though you're being left behind. Remember, whether you live alone or not, a clear purpose will always help you feel valuable, and life will always have something to look forward to. Start today, find a purpose, and look to it as your guiding light. And once you find your purpose, you'll see you have the strength to overcome any challenge life throws your way. Habit 5. Embracing age and taking pride in life's milestones. We've been through many ups and downs in life, but have you ever felt like you're being left behind when you look at the reflection of your age? This feeling often arises, especially when we face changes in our bodies, signs of aging that we never thought about before. But did you know that instead of looking at those changes with regret, you can actually take pride in the milestones you've reached in life? Imagine this. Every wrinkle, every gray hair is proof of a long journey you've traveled. These marks are not something to hide or feel ashamed of. They are witnesses to your growth, to the strength you've shown, to everything you've accomplished throughout your life. Accepting your age will undoubtedly help you feel more confident in yourself. When you begin to see your age with respect and love, you will feel more in harmony with yourself, no longer worrying about what has passed. Instead, you'll take pride in what you've been through, the valuable lessons you've learned. And science proves that accepting your age not only brings confidence, but also improves mental health. Research from Yale University shows that people who accept aging and view bodily changes positively have a lower risk of depression and other mental health issues. This improves the quality of life, reduces stress, and fosters a healthier mental lifestyle. Geriatric doctors also encourage older adults to face and accept the changes in both body and mind as time passes. Doing so not only helps maintain mental health, but also contributes to sustaining physical health in the long term. When you understand that aging is a natural part of life, you'll find it easier to connect with yourself and the world around you. However, if you don't accept your age, you'll easily fall into regret about the past, anxious about the things you can no longer do. This can lead to stress and seriously impact your overall health. The feeling of not accepting yourself can leave you lost in thought, and life will lose its joy and meaning. When you can accept and love your age, you will realize that life always opens up new opportunities, leading to a richer life in both spiritual and emotional aspects. But don't forget, aside from accepting yourself, there's another factor that can entirely change the quality of your life, and that is maintaining a well-groomed appearance. You've probably looked in the mirror and felt a little disappointed as age begins to show more on your skin, hair, and body. These changes sometimes make us feel like we're not the same anymore, that we've lost the confidence we once had. However, I want to share with you a truth. Even though the body changes, taking care of your appearance is still a wonderful way to keep your confidence and improve the quality of your life. Imagine this. One morning, you wake up, shower, put on a neat outfit, and feel ready for the day. That feeling is truly amazing, right? When you take care of your appearance, not only do you feel more confident, but you also leave a positive impression on others. A well-groomed appearance is not just about body care. It's a way of showing respect for yourself and those around you. Science also proves that keeping a well-groomed appearance has a positive effect on mental health. Studies show that looking neat and tidy helps you feel more confident, reduces anxiety, and fosters a more optimistic mood. Why not enjoy the feeling when you look in the mirror and see yourself still beautiful and strong, even as time has passed? These small changes can make a big difference in how you perceive yourself. Doctors also recommend that maintaining personal hygiene and caring for your appearance is crucial in helping older adults maintain both physical health and an optimistic mindset. Self-care doesn't just make you feel proud, it also helps you feel healthier every day. You'll find that you're not just more attractive, but also able to build lasting, positive relationships with those around you. But if you neglect your appearance, you may start to feel less confident, lose connections with society, and over time, you could fall into a sense of loneliness. The feeling of not taking care of yourself can lead to mental and physical health issues, making you feel as though you no longer matter to others. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't just about looking good to others. More importantly, it's about recognizing your own value. Whether you live alone or with family, maintaining a clean and tidy appearance is a way to show love and respect for yourself. So, do you take care of yourself regularly? Do small changes in your appearance, like getting a haircut, changing your clothing style, or simply creating a daily personal hygiene routine help you feel more confident? Share your story in the comments below. These small changes can create a huge sense of empowerment for yourself. With habits like these, you're not only caring for your appearance, but also nurturing your soul, making life brighter. Next, we'll explore a habit that can help you live a healthier life and bring great joy to each day. Gentle exercise every day. You may have felt that your body isn't as flexible as before, or your steps aren't as steady as they once were. These changes are a natural part of the aging process, and they sometimes make us feel powerless, as though we no longer have control over our bodies. But did you know that just gentle exercises every day can help you maintain flexibility and reduce that feeling of fatigue? Imagine waking up one morning, stepping outside, breathing in the fresh air, and feeling rejuvenated with every step you take. That is truly possible, and the key is to start with simple habits, like taking a light walk, practicing yoga, or swimming. These exercises not only help your body stay flexible, but also improve cardiovascular health and significantly reduce stress. And you'll find that daily movement isn't just about maintaining your body, it also keeps your spirit fresh and healthy. Scientific studies show that older adults who engage in gentle physical activities have much lower risks of heart disease and diabetes compared to those who remain inactive. This helps explain why. When the body isn't moving enough, muscles weaken, making it harder to move, which increases the risk of disease. Doctors recommend that engaging in light physical activities like walking, yoga, or swimming is one of the best ways to maintain long-term health. However, if you don't maintain physical activity, your body will naturally weaken. Cardiovascular problems will increase, and movement will become more difficult. Imagine the feeling of not being able to move as freely as before, when even small daily tasks become big challenges. This not only impacts your body, but also affects your mind, leaving you feeling tired and unmotivated. So, make sure to dedicate at least 20 minutes each day to movement, whether it's a gentle walk in the park or joining a light yoga class. These small changes can make a big difference in your life. Do you exercise regularly? Remember, your body is your loyal companion throughout your life's journey. With these gentle habits, you're not just helping your body stay healthier, but also maintaining a positive spirit, ready to face any challenges. And so life will always feel fresh and full of vitality. Habit 8. Being a role model for the next generation. There are moments in life when you sit back, reflect on everything you've accomplished, and feel proud that you still have the health and clarity to share lessons with the next generation. These lessons don't always have to be taught with words. Sometimes it's just the way you live, how you face challenges, and how you love life. Being a positive role model for younger generations is not only a mission, but also an honor. When you live with a clear purpose and always give back to the community around you, you don't just help others, you also serve as a shining example for younger people to follow. Small daily actions like helping others, sharing life experiences, or simply staying optimistic and resilient can have a huge impact. You are the inspiration, the proof for younger generations that life is valuable and it's never too late to learn and grow. And you'll find that you too become stronger when you help others. Scientific research shows that older adults who serve as role models for younger generations not only have stronger social relationships, but also live happier lives. When you pass on your experiences and values to younger people, you don't just help them grow, but you also reinforce your own sense of purpose and joy in life. This doesn't just bring pride, it makes you feel connected, ensuring that you are never forgotten, but always have a strong bond with future generations. Experts encourage that sharing life experiences with younger generations is a wonderful way to maintain a sense of purpose and joy in your later years. You can become their guide, their companion, and together you can build a strong, loving community. When you set an example for younger people, you don't just teach them how to live, but also how to love and respect what they have. But if you don't share your experiences with the next generation, you may start to feel forgotten and disconnected from the future. This can lead to feelings of loneliness, confusion, and lack of motivation to live. When you don't feel valued in the eyes of younger people, you can easily lose your way in your own life. Remember, whether you live alone or not, you deserve to be cared for, loved, and to live a meaningful life from yourself to yourself. That is the strength to continue the journey. And when you become a role model for the next generation, you'll find yourself stronger than ever. And once you've built deep relationships with younger generations, your life will become even more complete. Next, we'll explore an important habit that helps you maintain your health and a positive spirit: lifelong learning. As we age, there are moments when we feel like we've lived most of our lives, that everything new seems exhausted, and the next steps in this journey may not be as exciting as before. However, one truth that many don't mention is that maintaining a lifelong learning spirit is the key to keeping your mind young and agile. Think about the times when you come across a new book or an interesting topic that you've never explored. You may realize that learning not only helps you understand the world around you, but also brings a fresh sense, like returning to the early days when you first began your journey of discovery. And that's the power of learning, not just to gain knowledge, but to feel that life is always vibrant and full of excitement. That feeling is part of the aliveness that keeps your spirit positive, making sure you don't feel left behind. Scientific studies show that maintaining a spirit of learning and exploration helps boost cognitive abilities, improves memory, and may even extend lifespan. A study from Harvard University suggests that people who engage in lifelong learning are quicker thinkers, have a lower risk of memory decline, and experience fewer cognitive issues. We all know that keeping the mind busy with new challenges is one of the key factors to maintaining mental and physical health throughout aging. Geriatric doctors encourage older adults to participate in learning activities such as online courses, reading books, or joining book clubs to sustain intellectual growth. These activities not only help you continue learning, but also help you connect with the community, create new relationships, and maintain a joyful, positive attitude. When you keep learning, you'll feel that you're not falling behind, but instead staying fresh and full of energy. However, if you don't keep stimulating your mind, you may feel left behind, lose your problem-solving skills, and eventually feel isolated and disconnected from society. When the brain isn't stimulated, memory aging accelerates, and you may feel like you no longer have value as before. This not only affects your mental health, but also diminishes the quality of your life. Habit 10. Create a habit of slowing down and relaxing every day. In modern life, we often find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of work, worries, and endless demands from all sides. Have you ever felt like you're always rushing, just running after tasks and letting peaceful moments slip through your fingers? When we become busy, we forget that taking time to relax and slow down is a wonderful remedy for both body and mind. Imagine a morning when you wake up, not because of an alarm or rushing to go somewhere, but you choose to take a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and appreciate the small changes around you. Slowing down doesn't just help reduce stress, it also allows you to connect more deeply with yourself and those around you. Scientific studies show that those who take time to relax each day have lower risks of heart disease, depression, and other health problems. Taking time to relax reduces cortisol, the stress hormone levels in the body, soothes the nervous system, and alleviates accumulated tension. When you don't have to rush, You can enjoy each moment in life and appreciate the small things we often overlook. Psychologist and geriatrician Dr. Mary Johnson recommends that older adults spend at least 10 to 15 minutes each day meditating, reading a book, or taking a walk in the park. These activities not only help you relax, but also nourish your soul, soothing the stress from a long day. When you practice these relaxing habits, both your body and mind will feel lighter, and you'll experience energy renewal, ready to face life's challenges. However, if you don't take time to relax, you'll fall into a state of prolonged stress, which can severely impact your mental and physical health. Chronic stress can lead to issues like insomnia, depression, and even cardiovascular problems. Therefore, creating a daily relaxation habit not only helps you feel more comfortable, but also ensures you maintain a healthier, happier life. So do you regularly take time to relax? Share how you unwind every day in the comments. It could be enjoying a cup of tea, a morning meditation session, or just a simple stroll in the park. We all have our own ways of relaxing, and those moments create a life full of meaning and peace. Life in old age is a long and meaningful journey, no matter how many ups and downs we've faced. The habits we've explored today not only help you become more attractive, but also provide a solid foundation for building deep relationships and living with confidence each day. Remember, true attraction doesn't just come from the outside, but from qualities like self-confidence, kindness, and the ability to connect with those around you. When you apply these habits in your life, you're not only changing yourself, but also spreading positive energy to those around you. The small things in life, these simple habits, make a huge difference in everyone's journey, and you, on that journey, deserve moments of peace, happiness, and love. So, are you ready to start practicing these habits today? Begin now, and don't forget to share your story with the Golden Wise Elders community. We'd love to hear your stories and how you incorporate these habits into your life to live healthier and happier every day. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Golden Wise Elders channel to not miss the next helpful videos that will help you live life to the fullest in your later years.